Hi y'all, welcome back. This is part 2 for personal readings. We have Isabel and Adam in line. I'm going to cleanse real quick, reset, protect. Got an extended and a love reading. Hi user. Hi Cinderella. We got a good burn. There it goes. Hi Araceli. Hi first name last. Trude. Hi massive exposure. How you doing? There we go. Spiritual legacy. Cleanse your energy. Cleanse my energy. Right. Hi Bo. That should just burn me. I just got burned. Hi Janine. Hi Who's That Cat? Kayla Taylor. Penny. Patty. Pretty Pink Bow. How you doing, sweetheart? Dang, y'all, we got a good burn on this Palo Santo. Y'all being protected heavy, I'll tell you that. Protect your energy. Good juju for you. Uh-oh, somebody said something TikTok don't like. Hi, Chan. How you doing, Chan? Protect your energy. Protect my energy. Good juju for you. Hi, Sally Scott. Said, fine, Leo. Protect my energy. All right. So we're going to go ahead and hop into this. We've got Isabel and Adam left on the list. How y'all doing? Welcome. If you're interested in getting in line for a reading, it's Cash App, Venmo, PayPal at Lady Leo Spiritual. Y'all watch out for scammers. I'm not reaching out to you in the DMs. I don't do that. I show up live. I make my post. I'll let you know when I'm going live and I'm available. Or you can get private services at ladyleospiritual.com. Watch your blessings. Watch your six. It's holidays in season in the States, and the scammers are out and about. So y'all watch out for them, okay? Don't get scammed. Was it my comment? I just asked what your background was in this. Oh. It's the door. Hi, Isabel. Welcome. All right, Spirit. Best and highest wishes here for Isabel. What does she need to know? What she needs to see? What she needs to see? Hi, Sharon. Hi, Ruthlin. Sonia. Sharon. All right, Spirit. Hi, Showstopper. That caught me off guard. I don't know why they filter that out. Thanks for the love. Send all the love and light back to you times 10. Let me ring the bell for you. Thank you for all the ways that you show support. Okay, Spirit. Hi, Cassie. Hi, Anya. Hey, you're TikTok. TikTok's waking up. Send all that love and light back to you times 10. Thank you for being here. All right, Spirit. What's just in the energy here for Isabel? Thank you. Thank you for the roses. Lady Bean. Oh, these coming out like crazy, Isabel. Hey. We got royalty in the chat. How you doing? How you doing? Chosen royal fam. Chosen royal family. Okay, this is a lot. But we're going to go through it. No, me too. I'm like, dang, that's a lot. All right. Full moon in Taurus. Here's your energy showing up here. Full moon in Taurus. Detoxify. Hi, Father of Ella. Dreamer. I was just really curious in how you got into this. How long? That type of thing. Okay, give me just a second and we'll talk about it. Got lighten up. Step into your power. Conclusions are within reach. Step out of your comfort zone. The answers that you need are coming. Think it through. Have faith in your dreams. I'll tell you my story in just a minute. That's what it is you're asking me. Keep your heart open. Believe in the impossible. Be real. Talk less, feel more. A time for healing. Reflect on your priorities and cool your emotions. I'm going to read it back real quick. All right. Detoxify, lighten up, step into your power. Conclusions are within reach. Step out of your comfort zone. The answers you need are coming. Think it through. Have faith in your dreams. Be real, talk less, feel more. Keep your heart open. Believe in the impossible. Reflect on your priorities and cool your emotions. All right, Spirit. Let's see what this is about. Let me pull from this deck real quick. Hi, how you doing? Welcome. What's in the energy here for Isabel? All right. Wolf Moon, I will watch over you. So you're already being watched over. You're being protected and guided. Okay, ancient wisdom is coming out. So a lot of this ancient wisdom, tapping back into your own intuition, your own sovereignty, your own knowing. Intoxication, distorted view, and overindulgence. Fairy of the divine hand. So somebody may be interjecting themselves into your energy, really watching you, or just like tugging on your energy a lot. Kind of like you start thinking about somebody that maybe because they're thinking about you real heavy. It's just, you know, it's attracting your thought space. A clear solution. Breaking dawn. Breakthroughs. But you must choose. So there may be a choice between two different paths or two different people. Hi, Jade. Hi, Ethan. Corey. Change is natural, good. And yes, it can hurt. So there's a lot of change happening. A lot of healing. You've attracted wonderful news. Attracting good news to you. The past returns for a time. Sweet memories. Someone's trapped in sweet memories of you. Maybe there's a lot of nostalgia going on. There's a past person in this energy, heavy. I am reborn. You're going through a rebirth, a transformation, a metamorphosis. What else, Spirit? Give me a few more from this deck. Holding on way too tight. I'm telling you. And you could be cleaning. You could be doing cord cuttings. Look, somebody looking at you all alluring and shit. Look at me, look at me. And a powerful energy shift. So yeah, there's definitely heavy like energy shift here. All right. Let's pull some tarot on it. It's been a journey. I know. You've been through it. You really have. Welcome back, Carolyn. Hi, Bressa. Hey, Daisy. Thank you for making my day, Daisy. How you doing? Welcome. Hi, Tabitha. Hi, Gone Fishing. Hi, Jessie, baby. All right, Spirit. Best and highest messages here. The live cut out and I couldn't get back on until just now. Did I miss my reading? Yeah. That's all right. I'm going to post it, Carolyn. I'm going to post the replay. Hi, Sandra. All right, Spirit. What's the situation here? What's the situation? Overall, it was a good reading, by the way. A little heavy, but it wasn't bad. Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Moon. So the situation here is your own stability. The way that you've been maturing through the situation, through your healing. And you're taking fast passionate action towards clarity, towards things coming to light. So there may be some things surfacing during this time, right? Again, where we are astrologically. The past is returning. Mercury retrograde. Pretty sure Saturn's retrograde. All right, Spirit. What's the challenge? What's the challenge here for Isabel? Thank you, sweetheart. Almost finding clarity and guidance on how to move next. Got the Hermit and the Six of Swords is the challenge. It's like you're trying to figure out like what's the best way to keep moving in the direction that you've been going towards this like more state of peace. But it's like how do I keep doing this? All right. You've been facing it all. Crazy how it's like you get through one cycle and you go through the healing process, you know, and you think you're done and over it, and then here comes another wave. But that's the name of the game. That's just how the cookie crumbles. We're always on a healing journey. We're always evolving. We're always learning better, doing better. So I don't know what other readers are saying, but you never get to the finish line until it's the end of our days. You know? We're here for a lifetime. We're always growing and evolving for a lifetime. All right, Spirit. What's in the current energy? What's in the current energy? The World, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. All right. So there's some sort of major like completion of this cycle that it is that you've been through. Okay, so you may feel like you're a little bit in the in-between of this, right? Where one door is not quite all the way closed and the new door is not quite all the way open. So you're kind of like waiting on this next phase to start. You're really pondering on how to invest yourself in this new cycle ambitiously. Like you're kind of like this go-getter. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I'm hearing Sponge Road. I'm ready, I'm ready. You're ready for it. You're like, okay, I know it's coming. It's like intuitively you can feel the shift, but you might not quite be experiencing the actual day-to-day experiences of that shift. What's influencing this energy? What's influencing the energy? Four of Swords. A lot of this introspection, a lot of this reflecting, a lot of this being self-aware of your own thoughts. Like what it is that your focus is on mentally. Hi, how you doing? Welcome. Especially like there's a lot of like long-term energy coming out. So this is like what it is for like the future, not just like within the next coming months, but this is in like the coming years. What's influencing this energy? Hi, y'all. Welcome. You're getting a lot of attention though. You being so focused on yourself right now is it's like all eyes on you. Your eyes is more on like the future and how to invest your time, love, energy, effort. But it's attracting a lot of attention towards you. You know, where attention goes, energy flows. If you're focused on yourself, so is everybody else. All right. Hey, thank you. Send all that love and light back to you times 10. Let me ring the bell for you. Feels like eyes on me, but I don't know who just yet. But you're feeling it. Sometimes it's like that. Yeah. Look at all these eyeballs on that card. I told you. Somebody's tugging on your energy. Maybe it may be multiple people. Yeah, the last reading we were asking about multiple people. All right, Spirit. What's the energy coming towards Isabel? Energy coming towards Isabel. Options. A lot of options. And the Ten of Wands in reverse. This is Jared and Matt. Dang. Energy coming towards you. There's a lot of options here. It's almost like you may even be overwhelmed with all the options coming towards you, because it's like you're having to look at all these and you're like, which one? You're having to take a look at each one of these. It's like, what's behind door number 1? Well, what's behind door number 2? Oh my gosh. I don't know if you're putting up something in storage or if this is just like stuff about the past. But I'm seeing like storage wars in my mind's eye. Like, you know, like in the auction, they go to the auction and they're like, looking through the storage room trying to pick out, like, do I really want to invest on this unit? You know, it's a lot like that. That's kind of funny. Energy coming towards you. What's the energy coming towards you? Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. The Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun. Oh, Isabel. Shit. What? Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, and the freaking Sun. Are you serious right now? That's a big deal right there. All right, somebody may be reaching out with a love offer or an apology here. Somebody wants a whole relationship, though, whatever. I'm telling you, you have so much freaking attention. It may be more than the two people that it is that you think it is. The Magician, this is about something that you're manifesting, like a spiritual jackpot, or things just working in your favor here. Like you're being supported by God, Source, Universe, whatever that looks like for you. Wow. And the Sun. So even if this is just clarity for yourself, you know, clarity, the Sun is one of the best cards. The Magician's one of the best cards you can get. Wheel of Fortune. I'm saying like 10, 10, 10. I don't know if you see that. Like 10, 10, 10. Somebody thinks you're a 10. This is a lot about fate and destiny as well. So this could have a lot to do with like where you're at in your astrological chart. Just like what it is that you're experiencing right now. What you've been aligned with too. I finally believe I deserve it. You do deserve it. You do deserve it. See, you're claiming it. You're thinking different now. You're speaking different now. You carry yourself different, you know. And you're experiencing it. Wow, that's exciting. All right, what's the Magician, Spirit? Let's get some clarifiers on this. How can I get a reading? Cash App, Venmo, PayPal at Lady Leo Spiritual. It's $11 for a mini, $22 for career, $33 for love, $44 for extended. All right. The Star. A wish fulfillment. That's the 3 of Wands. I saw the Star up there. I was like, this is the Star card. Okay, this is because of the patience that it is that you've had. Excuse me. It's like, dang, another one? Another one? You've been really patient on the things that it is that you've been praying for, that you've been intended on creating for yourself too. Okay, so that's why it is that this is starting to work in your favor. It's been your faith. It's been your patience. Your ships are sailing in. Here come your ships. Whew. Give me one more, Spirit. Give me one more on the Magician, 3 of Wands. The 7 of Wands. Your perseverance. The way that you protected your energy. You know? Way back when, right? The past is revisiting. Way back when, you didn't have as strong boundaries. Your mindset wasn't necessarily as clear as it is now, or as high vibrational as it is now. You weren't as self-aware. I'm not talking about toxic positivity, you know. There's a lot where you deny access from people who don't have your best interests at heart. Like you're a lot better at tuning into your intuition and listening to your own discernment. Instead of just like trying to be nice and giving people the doubt, like that ain't that ain't cutting it. A lot of confidence showing up here. No wonder you've got all these damn eyes on you. It's your confidence. Freaking blind the eyes out. Shine bright like a diamond. Okay, Spirit, tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. The King of Cups. So this King of Cups wants things to work in their favor with you. So there is somebody who's emotionally attached here. Oh my goodness, but watch out for this person. Watch out for this person. They say they are willing to do or say whatever it takes. So this person may make false promises. Not necessarily because they intend to lie to you. But it ends up being lies because they can't deliver what it is, the words coming out their mouth. You've got options. Damn. Hey. Richie Rich, thank you for that, sweetheart. I appreciate you. It's all the love like back to you, Thompson. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. Thank y'all for all the ways you show love and support. I'm so grateful. Tell me about the sun, Spirit. Tell me about the sun. You may be rejecting this person. We got the 4 of Cups. You may be rejecting this person, and it's got them like hook, line, and sinker. It's like, what do you mean no? Wait, what do you mean no? If this is somebody coming back from the past, they would, at one point in time, you would have taken this person back in a heartbeat. Okay, yeah, let's just sweep it under the rug. We're going to work it out. Let's see. Clarify this for me, Spirit. Possible water sign or heavy water placements. Who is this person, Spirit? Who is this person? Clarify this for me. Hey, little bitter 68. Thank you for that love. Much love. We got royal family in the chat. That was old me, yeah. Not no mores. You checking energy at the door. You gonna treat me with love, respect, and kindness? You gonna follow through with the words that come out your mouth? You gonna protect mind, body, spirit? You gonna be there for me emotionally? Or are you gonna be in little wand energy? She says, I'm an empress. Where's my emperor? Where's Zaddy at? If you act like that little old teenager boy you were acting like, I don't want it. There's daddies out there. There's daddies out there. They lining up at the door, boo-boo. You got options. Okay. 9 of Pentacles in the Tower. Whoever it is, possible Scorpio. They're heavy on the Scorpio. There's a little bit of Earth. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Whoever it is, this was a catastrophic ending. It ended rough. This was difficult. This one. And possibly this person was breadcrumbing you. Yeah, you went Queen of Swords on this mug. You said not today. Access denied. Alright, Spirit. Resonate messages here. Thank you, beautiful nightmare. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. Hi, Lupe. Hi, y'all. If I didn't greet you when you came in, it's just because I'm sucked into this reading. I appreciate you. Alright. Best and highest messages here, Spirit. What's the spiritual advice here? What's the spiritual advice here? The Fool, the Emperor, the 9 of Cups. Holy shit. The King of Pentacles. What flipped over? And the 3 of Swords in reverse. Okay. So the Fool. There's a lot about, oh my gosh, the Emperor with the Fool taking a blind leap of faith toward, there could be an Emperor surrounding you. No wonder all these past people are just surfacing. Energetically, it's like a magnet, like moths drawn to a damn flame. So by you taking some sort of risky type of behavior, doing something non-conventional or just different than the way that it was that you're used to doing it, I mean, there's like this emperor energies coming towards you. Now, either this is you stepping up onto this throne as the emperor, which, I mean, if you want to speak in like technical terms, just like not necessarily getting caught up with the gender, the emperor is one above the empress, okay? So it's another level up. But whatever it is, it's bringing you a lot of emotional fulfillment, a lot of like this prosperous, whether that's emotionally or just with your experiences in life in general, like you're just showing up as really happy. You're just loving life. King of Pentacles, and you're healing from an ex-husband. That's how it's coming to me. Heartache. You're healing from this heartache over an ex-husband. If you weren't married to them, it was a strong, committed relationship, long term. All right, I'm gonna get you some listen, bitch affirmations. I'm gonna do some sassy affirmations real quick, and then I'm gonna pull you a very special card from this limited edition Threads of Fate Oracle. All right, Spirit, best and highest messages here, and then I'll share with y'all my story. Somebody wanted to know how I started doing this. Long term. All right, Spirit, best and highest messages here for Isabel. What does she need to know? What she need to see? What she need to hear? Give it to me straight, Spirit. Give me tough love. So that's what some of us need. Some of us need tough love. We stubborn. We don't listen. All right, Spirit. Listen, bitch. Don't forget to celebrate the silent battles that you fought and won. I feel like you get that one every single time. Listen, bitch. If you were able to believe in Santa and the Tooth Fairy, you can definitely believe in yourself. You remember that childlike wonder? The way a child believes in Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny. You believe in yourself like that. See what happens. See how the energy shifts. Listen, bitch, ask yourself if it will matter 10 years from now. If it won't, don't sweat it. Yeah, a lot of this, like you're learning or you're applying something about the time, how you're investing your time in the future. Not just like months. This is like years in advance. Maybe even 10 years. Maybe this is decades. This is lifelong. Like how you're seeing your life play out. Listen, bitch, you're allowed to fail. Learn from it. Dust yourself off and fuck shit up. That's right. You fucking it up. Showing out. Showing up and showing out. Listen, bitch. No other bitch can do it like you can. Oh, we already know that, Empress. Ain't no other bitch can do it like you, boo-boo. Especially for this person coming back. Listen, bitch, don't let any motherfucker disturb your peace. That's exactly what you did. That's exactly what you did. You start protecting your energy, protecting your peace, protecting your blessings, protecting your heart. And listen, bitch, you're one decision away from changing your life if you want to. And you made hard decisions and you followed through with those decisions. You committed to yourself, to your sovereignty, to your own journey. All right, let me get your card from here. Best and highest messages. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. Thank you. Thanks for the love. Send all the love and light back to you, Thomas 10. All right, Spirit. One card. Give me one card from here. Power. Woo! Hey, I don't know if you can see that card. Very shiny. The camera doesn't do it justice. It's a very beautiful deck. This was a gift. All right, power. I usually keep them in the box because I'm worried they're going to get ruined. It's not one I can just go buy a new one from, buy a new deck. Let's see what this says. Power. You are more powerful than you could imagine. This card serves as a reminder that within you lies an infinite well of power that you can source whenever you choose. Throughout our lives, we may have given our power to others or had it stripped away, but we always have the ability to call it back. exercise. Sit or lay quietly for a moment. Focus on your breath. Begin to bring awareness to your solar plexus or your upper abdomen. This is your power center. Imagine you're sitting inside it. How does it feel? Do you feel lots of energy here, or does it feel stagnant? Imagine there is a glowing seed in the pit of your stomach. It is your power. Now imagine holding it and watching it grow. Feel what messages it has for you. What does it need from you? Continue to come back to nurture your power. All right, we've got 3 symbols that go along with this card. Okay. I'll read about them real quick just in case there's a message in it for you. So there's bear, California poppy, and citrine. So that must be a citrine crystal up at the top of this wand right there. Okay. So bear. The bear teaches us that understanding and working with our personal cycles amplifies our personal power. While it's widely accepted that bears hibernate, this is actually not the case. They go into a deep sleep called a torpor, which means that while their bodily functions slow, like their heart rate and digestion stops, they are still able to wake up if startled. They go into torpor to survive the winter when food is not readily available, and do so by eating more in the fall to store up body fat. As humans, we may not sleep for months, but we have all our personal cycles. This is important we know what to expect from ourselves. You may not feel very productive during the new moon or even an entire season, and that is okay. There will be other times where you have way more energy and space within you. Knowing these things about yourself is powerful as it helps you prepare and maximize your potential. California poppy. Poppy is a guide for us when we feel disconnected from our personal power during trying times. It teaches us how to ground into our true feelings and experiences despite how painful they may be. And in the strengthening of our container, it amplifies our personal power. Poppies are nyctinastic, which means that they close at night and open to the sun. This serves as a reminder for us to source light where we can, but to also have boundaries in place that prevent our power from leaking. Call upon Poppy as a teacher for creating a container for your personal power and transmuting painful experiences into strength. Citrine. Citrine is all about getting things done. It strengthens our determination, will, and ability to bring our ambitions into physical form. Its fiery energy clears our power center of any feelings of unworthiness and encourages us to take action. Call upon citrine when you need help clearing any blockages around abundance, success, taking action, and personal power. Wow. So a lot about this personal power, your personal power that you're harnessing during this time. Wow, Isabel. That's amazing. I love that for you. All right, love. I hope that you found a message that resonates with you. Thank you again for the blessings. Thanks for coming to see me. Thank you so much for the very, very generous tip. I'm always so grateful. You treat me so good. You go above and beyond, and I try to go to above and beyond for you too. All right. Well, as I'm picking up this card, somebody wanted to know my story. I don't know if you're still in here. Will you marry me? I'm still legally married. I can't marry you. I give you good energy? I hope so. That's my job. Didn't y'all know? If y'all new here, I'm Lady Leo. I'm your mystical bestie. You're cosmic intuitive. I'm your spiritual hype woman, your spiritual cheerleader. And on the days that you're having troubles and you down and out, boo-boo, I'm here to help reignite that flame for you so you can keep on keeping on. Because all of us are on a journey. We just get tired or hit roadblocks. Sometimes we got to sit down and take a rest. We can't sit there all the time. That's what I'm here for. Okay, boo-boo, time to get up. Can't stay here forever. We got to go. We got people to see, things to do. Got to show up, show out. Hey, I'm sending all that love and light back to you times 10. Thank you for that. I'm grateful for you too, sweetheart. You come a long way. And you keep rising. You keep rising. Okay, my story. I started reading cards with this deck right here. And I was on a healing journey. I didn't mean to get cards. This was still taboo for me. I was in the middle of my, smack dab in the middle of my spiritual awakening. There's this Work Your Light deck right here. And at the time, I was really into these real pastel colors. I just thought they were pretty, and I love roses. was like, what is that? So I put it in my Amazon cart and I ordered it. So it comes in the mail and it sat in my purse for about 6 months. I was afraid to open it, you know, because it's taboo. I wasn't supposed to be doing that. So one day I get the gumption and the courage. I grabbed my energetic kahunas and I opened up the box. And I sat at the this very special table. It's my grandfather's table. He made it. I sat at this table and I did the whole little... I actually have another deck I just bought from this creator. So this is why I'm showing you this. It's got this little attunement card on it. So you break the seal and you do the little attunement. So I did it. I didn't know what I was doing and I was scared. I didn't want to mess up my energy, you know. I didn't want to invite anything nasty in. So I do the little attunement and some crazy stuff started happening in my son's room, which was on the wall on the other side of the table that I was at. So something happened. And that's, big things started happening after that. I start reading these cards in the deck and they really resonated with me. And I was getting a lot of meaning out of them. So I decided to go on Instagram. And I started reading cards just because I felt like somebody else needed to hear the message. It was doing a lot for me. Shit, maybe it'll do something for somebody else. Well, within 2 weeks, I had a platform. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of it, the Hago app. They reached out and recruited me to read cards on their app. All I had to do was go live for 2 hours a day for at least 6 days a week. And whatever, I got a certain type of, like a baseline, I had a contract to get just the baseline earnings from it. And then I got to keep a certain percentage of the gifts that I got, the currency that I earned in the live. So I did that for a few months. And then I would go to move on to help another app that was starting in the United States. I left there, went to Meet Me, and that's where I learned about the love, how to read tarot and love messages, because that was a dating app. I wasn't dating at the time, but everybody wanted to know about their love life on that app. So it pushed me to learn about love, how to give love readings and those sorts of things, and God, that changed my life. So I ended up actually having to take a little bit of a break for mental health reasons. I was on burnout. It was too much. I was getting a lot of hate from a lot of different places. I was coming out of the closet spiritually. You know, I got condemned to hell I don't know how many times, and that I don't love Jesus and all these other terrible things people were saying. Then I had the other side of the fence, throwing a bunch of spiritual warfare at me, but we won't get into that part. Anyway, fast forward. Take my little break, and I end up on another app called 17 Live. And I did that to see, I signed 2 different contracts with them. And it was the same shit, different day as I was on another app. It was just a really toxic environment, just a lot of just ick. So I took the risk and I went and started doing my readings on Instagram again, just solo dolo, all by my lonesome. And that's when I just really started to grow. I was able to focus on my clientele more. I didn't have to worry about everybody else popping in and saying dumb, just being silly. So that's how I'm on TikTok. That's how I'm here reading cards for y'all. It's my passion. I know that this is my life purpose. I know that I was meant to uplift and fulfill others. I get a lot of fulfillment out of that as well. So, and it wasn't easy being here. I was absolutely terrified of being on camera. Absolutely terrified. If you go watch some of my first videos, I'm shaking, I'm nervous, my voice is cracking, I'm tripping up over my words, timid as fuck. So those of you that have a dream, or you're good at something, or you just feel called to do it, boo-boo, go for it. Fuck what everybody else thinks. They're not paying your bills. They're not going to bury you when you're gone. They're not lifting you when you're down. F them. And their opinion. You know what they say about opinions. Hey, thanks for the love. Send all that little light back to you times 10. All right. I've got Adam's love reading. All right, Adam. Let's see what we got going on. Isabel says, yes, you fire, Leo. You fire. We turning up the heat. If you ain't got haters, you ain't doing it right. I learned that the hard way. I wanted everybody to like me. It hurt my feelings. People didn't like me. Now I don't give a fuck if y'all like me or not. I like me. My tribe likes me. I don't need external validation. I don't need to be a people pleaser. All right, did you get the extra I sent to upgrade to extended? No, I didn't. Let me check. Let me see. Hi, Caressa Joe. How you doing, love? Thank you, though, for the extra. Let me see. Y'all, thank you for being here. Oh, I got it. Yep, I see it right there. Extended. Okay, hold on. We reworking. Is this focused on love? It's an extended and it's focused on love. Hey, we got royalty in the chat. Welcome back, y'all. How y'all doing, chosen cosmic royal family? So I need this deck. It doesn't need to be about love. What comes up comes out. Okay, we going in blind. He said, go in blind, Leo. So we'll do this one and this one. We're going to use this deck because this is the deck that I had set aside for you. And since you upgraded to an extended, I'll even pull from my special deck, okay? All right. Best and highest messages. You remind me of one of my fave. Dolly, thanks for being here. Dolly? Dolly who? Dolly Parton? There's actually a... Y'all, I'm from Mississippi, but I'm mixed. That's a whole story in itself. People look at me and they get confused. You don't look like you sound like that. Pardon? Yeah, Jolene. Jolene. Best and highest message here, Spirit, for Adam. What does he need to know? What does he need to see? What does he need to hear? We'll have to have a story share on another day. All right, best and highest messages, Spirit. For Adam, what does he need to know? What does he need to see? What does he need to hear, Spirit? Oh, dang, half the deck fell out. You did a lot of messages, Adam. When was the last time you got a full extended reading? When's the last time you sat with Spirit for a second for some insight and some clarity? You just spit all these damn cards out of me. All right, Spirit. Oh, you never have, okay? There's a lot to go over then. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on. He said, not never. I ain't never done this before. Okay. See what we got. The answers you need are coming. It's time to take action. Think it through. We got heavy on the Gemini. We got some Aries here. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node energy. You and your loved ones are safe. A win-win outcome is in forecast. Relax. You're a workaholic. The relax card usually comes out when you've either been super stressed about something or you're a workaholic. And usually we're workaholics to keep our minds off of stress. Communication is key. Emotions are running high. Really heavy Gemini. Heavy on the Cancer. We got some Libra. See the bigger picture. Breathe through the tension. Some Scorpio is here. And Sagittarius, luck is on your side. I'll read it back real quick and then we'll pull some more cards on it. The answers you need are coming. It's time to take action. Think it through. Step out of your comfort zone. You and your loved ones are safe. A win-win outcome is in forecast. Relax. Communication is key. Emotions are running high. See the bigger picture and luck is on your side. Okay. What is this about, Spirit? Best and highest messages. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Ring the bell for you. All right, let's see what we got going on. What is this about? Somebody nervous? I'm gonna get resituated. Feels like somebody's nervous. Okay. You see clearly. Clairvoyance. This is about your spiritual gifts or your own intuition. So you're seeing, maybe in your mind's eye or just in general, you're seeing the situation as it is. Now you are independent and free. Something here is showing up about like responsibility of siblings or siblings, younger friends, or responsibility. Having like to be responsible for others. All right, your sensuality is beautiful. So you need to like express yourself, or maybe you need to go start talking to yourself in the mirror. I'm not a workaholic, but I do push myself healing. Maybe you need to talk to yourself in the mirror. You get up in the morning, when you go take your first pee-pee, okay, you look in the mirror, you say, look at you, you hot motherfucker. You just start building yourself up in the mirror. An important end and a new beginning. The time has come, the time to act is now. Aloha healing. So yeah, there is a lot of healing here. Yeah, you know, like in, what is it, Sleeping Beauty? Or not Sleeping Beauty. Snow White. I have 4 kid photos of me in the mirror. Let me get a couple. Let me get a couple more, Spirit. Say, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Say, Adam is! Alright, Spirit. Give me a few more. Childhood treasures resurface. So there's a lot about something that's resurfacing from childhood. I don't know if this is an actual person coming back from the past or this is like a situation surfacing for you to work through. I am reborn. It kind of seems like it's the latter. You must choose. There's a choice between two. And then we have, you will not let fear stop you this time. So this is about overcoming fear, the way that you've held yourself back in the past. Where you've been your own worst enemy. All right, Spirit, that's nice message here. How do readings work, please? If you want a live reading, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal at Lady Leo Spiritual. It's $11 for a mini, $22 for career, $33 for love, and $44 for extended. If you're looking for private services, you can find those ladyleospiritual.com. I've actually got the line closed for tonight, though. I'll be back tomorrow. First come, first serve. Usually I'll post it to my stories that I'm going to be going live. And I'll open up the line for payment if y'all want to jump the line or get ahead. Go ahead and save your spot. Or if you want to wait till I show up live, you can send it then too. So it just depends on what your preference is, what you feel called to do. All right, Spirit. Usually though, when I post, I got people already sending payment in. Like I already got somebody in line for tomorrow. Okay, what's the situation here for Adam? Maybe some confusion and distractions about a love situation. We got the 7 of Cups and the 9 of Cups is the situation. So it may even be somebody just treating you like you're just an option. All right, don't get caught up with the gender. Okay, but it may be somebody who's doing this to you. Now, a Knight of Cups is usually somebody who's coming in with love messages, all right? They're wooing you, or maybe you're wooing somebody. But this person on this card is sitting at the edge of their seat. Their horse is not tied up in the back. And it's already got one leg up, like it's ready to ride, okay? It's ready to dip. You know, you don't even see the full picnic going on over here. Give me one more on the situation. Or this could just be really emotionally confusing. You know, it could be you just trying to sort through your emotions of where you want to invest emotionally. Give me one on this, Spirit. But somebody ready to dip. It's like, if this goes south, I'm not staying here. Somebody's trying to take your life, Delbert. That's no bueno. You mean like spiritually? Or somebody got the pew-pews? Somebody is nervous. Like, y'all ever get, before you get up on stage and like you have like your nerves, like, oh. Watch your 6. 7 of double sevens. 7 of Pentacles. I'm running into a lot of perfect people for who I used to be. Ah. Yeah, there seems to be like a torn energy here. So it's almost like you're facing the past, which is very emotionally overwhelming. It could be a little confusing, but it's distracting you on what you're growing in the present. Does that make sense? There's a lot of time invested into this little healing journey that it is that you're on as well, okay? Like 7 of Pentacles, you know, this person's literally watching this tree grow from seed, you know. It doesn't happen overnight. That takes time, a lot of nurturing. You have to go in and cultivate the soil and get all the toxins out and protect it. And that's something that just happened overnight. There's a lot of work and effort put into this. What's the challenge? When you rewatch it, yeah, it'll be posted to YouTube for the replay. I do my best to get the timestamps on it. What's the challenge? What's the challenge here? Could be either some sort of news that it is that you're receiving, or it's something that's resurfacing and it's kind of like throwing you off. I heard off kilter. I don't talk like that. I don't know what that means to you. Off balance. Kilter. Usually hear people like that from like a more mature generation talk like that, huh? So it has something to do with like history, the past. Give me one more on this. What's the Page of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles? Strength and the 3 of Pentacles. So this has something to do with overcoming a lot of fear. Okay, something that tested your patience, having a lot of faith in something. Who sings that song? Faith in nothing, heart in a blender. A beautiful oblivion. Who sings that song? You know what song I'm talking about? I'm hearing that song. Third Eye Blind, yeah. But anyway, strength, 3 of Pentacles. That song is throwing me off. It's like I can hear it. I can almost hear it in the physical. It's in my brain. 3 though. 3, third eye blind. Three right there. This could have to do with like a family. There's a child on this card. You used to sing that a lot as a kid? So that's what it is. Yeah, a certain situation having to do with family. So I don't know if this is like family that you grew up with or the family that you created. But you took a hit to your confidence with whatever this is. When something got thrown off balance, it almost like there's something about a faulty foundation. Okay, Spirit, what's in the current energy? You're overcoming it, though. It's been challenging. It's not easy. What's in the current energy? Seven of Wands, Eight of Swords, Two of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Death and Rebirth, Knight of Wands, Three of Wands, King of Wands. Okay. There's a lot going on here, but it just kind of seems like you've been a lot more protective over your energy. So you're using your discernment a lot more when who you allow access to you and the intimate parts and pieces of you. It's also about determination. But you may be tripping yourself up with something with like overthinking situations. You know, that there's times where you kind of like fall back into old ways of overthinking things. And it's really just an illusion. You're not there anymore. You know, but you get caught up there where it's like, because you don't want to make the same mistake. So it's like you trip yourself up. You're like, you start paralysis by analysis. You know, it's like it gets to the point where you're like, I'm not sure what to do anymore. And really, this chick that's here, you know, only in the reflection, she's not tied up and trapped. She just thinks that she is. About to be 2 years sober, January 1st. Good for you. That's incredible. Hi, Rhea. How you doing, Rhea? But it says you're slowly moving on from that, you know. It's taken time. It's taken a lot of effort, a lot of patience. But you can even see this knight on this card, right? The knights have the horses on the cards. He's slowly walking this way, but this horse is following him. He ain't in no hurry. He ain't in no rush. He understands that this takes some time. And you're planting seeds along the way. So not only are you growing a tree over here, you're on your way dropping seeds for more growth. And you're really focused on some sort of self-development, a spiritual path, whatever it is that you're trying to create. Could even be a goal or your career. But whatever it is, you're very, like, you're laser focused in on it. And that's why you're having this transformation, this death and rebirth period. That's why all this stuff from the past, like if this is childhood stuff coming up, or even if it's from like a past relationship that caused a lot of trauma, a lot of hurt, like it really took some hits, you know, from it. That's why you're able to evolve from this. You're shedding old versions of yourself that aren't serving you in the present and what's coming towards you. You're not that person anymore. You can still honor who you were then, but you also have to honor who you are now. And that's what's giving you this Knight of Wands energy, where you dance to the beat of your own drum. You don't have any. You don't allow other people to dictate how you're gonna move. If you want it, you go for it. I want it, I got it. You know, there's a lot of this free-spirited energy here. Now, I want that, then I'm going to go check it out. What do I need to do to have that? Instead of getting caught up in your head and thinking, do I deserve this? Is that really even realistic? Like, what am I telling myself? What am I thinking? You know, no. I'm saying, fuck that. This is me now, and I'm going for what it is that I want. I'm at least going to get information on it. I'm at least going to see about how I can make this happen. And having patience with this, okay, because you've been doing this for a time. Your ships are starting to sail in. You're in alignment now. A little while ago, you were working on getting alignment, right? So that's what happened first, was the rock bottom era. We were like, oh, fuck. That's where we become self-aware. Then we start researching, okay, well, how do I lift myself back up? How do I rise? So that's when you start working towards getting into alignment. Well, now that we're in alignment with certain things, now it's coming through, right? The frequencies match. There's communication going on between what you want and where you're at. And it has you in a King of Wands energy. Right? We're elevating here. We're growing. Knight to King. Page of Wands from the past, who you used to be, not evolved yet, is what the challenge was. You've had to have a lot of strength and faith and patience to overcome those things, to put you here. You know? You're a visionary leader now. You go after for what you carve your own way. You don't take no for an answer if it's something that you truly desire, that you feel like it's worth it. What's the energy coming towards Adam? What's the energy coming towards? This art, yeah, it's like spiritual awakening. There's a lot of like epiphanies happening for you. It's a very powerful energy. Scorpionic, all about transformation. A lot about the subconscious as well. A lot about empowerment. Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto. It's a lot about revelations. It's a very spiritual card. A lot about leaving the old behind. Leaving the old versions of yourself behind. All right. Energy coming towards Adam. What's the energy? My Pluto is in Scorpio, and I believe my 5th house. Wow. Wait a minute. If Scorpio is in your 5th house, that's usually your sun sign. Scorpio in the house. I see you, Scorpios. I see you. Hey, Scorpio, gang. Who else we got in here? Got any other water signs? Fire signs? Air, earth? Energy coming towards Adam. Leo gang. Fire. I see you, Leo gang. All right. We have an Empress in reverse, the 6 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Sun, and the Page of Cups. Empress in reverse. Ooh. Okay, I can read this Empress energy in multiple different ways, okay? So this could be somebody that you have a child with that you're not actually in union with, so not to sully the connection any, but it'd be like a baby mama. A mother of a child. And there's something about this person. You don't have any kids? You looked at this person like maybe you would have kids with them. You thought highly of this person. They may want to negotiate something with you, whoever this is. Tell me about this Empress. Whoever it is, you thought highly of them. They were worth growing something with. What does it mean when you're chosen? Many are called, but few are chosen. Chosen ones answer the call. To do better, feel better. Do better, be better. Hold yourself to a higher standard. Doesn't mean that you ain't done people dirty, that you ain't fallen off the horse, that you ain't fucked up in life somewhere, somehow. It means that you choose to listen to the call. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. See, yeah, 3 of Swords. Okay. Alright, this could maybe even have to do with like a parent. Because we've got it showing up again with the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. In between that is the 6 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords. It's like clarifying this. We got this is somebody this is something you're healing from. This Empress. Now, it could even be your own feminine energy, where you denied yourself nurturing, where you wouldn't take time to or put yourself in space, or allow yourself in a space to nurture yourself, or see yourself in a high regard, see yourself as worthy of abundance and those sorts of things. But it's coming out like this person hurt you. Or it could be because somebody hurt you. That's why you denied yourself those things. Then we've got the 6 of Pentacles. This is about equal give and take. It's about energy exchange. It could even be about negotiations, agreements, those sorts of things. But there's sabotage showing up here. To the Queen of Pentacles. If this is not somebody outside of yourself, this is you overcoming the way that you sabotage yourself in the past, where you didn't allow yourself to grow, where you didn't give nurturing to yourself, your ideas, what you really wanted to invest in. It's like it's sabotage. You stole away from yourself. Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Sun. Tell me about this 7 of Swords before I keep going on. Wow. Okay, you broke your own heart here. You broke your own heart. You were blocking your own blessings by sabotage. But this is what came to the light. And once it was realized, that's when a Queen of Pentacles is showing up. Okay, so this is where you're more stable, you're more nurturing, you're wise. There's a maturity here. So you know what? You even being in that energy, you weren't able to give to somebody that you wanted to be with. Not entirely, not honestly. You had to learn how to give yourself those things first before you can give it to somebody else. Does that make sense? Like, if you can't even be an emotional safe place for yourself, how are you supposed to, how are you supposed to be emotionally safe for somebody that you want to build something with? Y'all can't, it would be built on faulty foundations. But clarity is being gained. This is very spiritual, this clarity. You know, you really sat with yourself. You've eliminated other people's thoughts and them projecting their feelings onto you. What do I want? What do I feel? What do I see? What do I want to be in alignment with? What's my belief? And that's where this divine clarity comes in. And you're able to experience more happiness in your life. It just in experiencing life in general. And be like, I just said this to Isabel. Because you focused all this energy onto yourself and this healing, you're starting to attract energy towards you. And opportunities to have relationships that it is that you want. Death and rebirth, right? You had to go through a death, a major ending, and leave the all behind so that you can experience life. Source. God, source, universe, whatever that looks like for you. This is like a really, really, really spiritual type of reading here. A lot of this enlightenment, but this enlightenment is not like, it's not minor where somebody goes like, well, enlighten me on the situation. This is major life enlightenment, like star. Healing, miracles. This is meant to be seen, meant to be heard, meant to be in the spotlight, meant to have your wishes fulfilled, miracles happening. Heavy Scorpio energy is here. We've got some Leo here. We've got some Taurus energy here. Virgo. Chiron, the wounded healer. All right, Spirit, that's nice messages. What's the overall spiritual advice? Then we're going to pull you some, I don't know if you want any sassy affirmations. I don't know if you want me to call you a bitch or not, but I can if you want. My clairs have been coming on as well. Yeah. Tapping into source, connected to the all that ever was and the all that ever will be, our spiritual gifts. Everybody's got them, whether they recognize it or not. Everybody's got them. Some people just have that more of a natural ability, and then other people, you know, they may have to work at it a little bit more. But all of it could be enhanced. Overall spiritual advice. I've been wanting to buy the deck that the Light Seers. This is one of the first decks that I got started with. Now, if you're trying to learn to read tarot, a more traditional deck may be where you want to start. Just so you kind of get like just the traditional. But this one's really good too, the Light Seers. Oh, you have a lot of decks. Okay, you read tarot. Overall spiritual advice. Damn. Shit. Okay. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. The star came out of the deck. We've got the Ace of Swords. We've got the Moon. And the King of Swords in the upright. I bought a deck. I've always been interested. Just haven't had time to learn. It is a lot. It's like it can be really overwhelming in the beginning because it's like trying to drink water from a fire hydrant. It can be a lot to take in and kind of like difficult to like pinpoint where to get started. That's very true. All right. Overall spiritual advice is you're having some sort of major opportunity, or this is like the growth that it is that you're going to have. And this is because, you know, you earned this. This is God, source, universe, whatever that looks like for you, giving you this huge ass pinnacle of abundance, prosperity, opportunities, you know, whatever that looks like. And this already has seeds coming out of it. All you got to do is drop it into the soil, and you've been cultivating the soil, right? This is something that you've already been working towards. So like now it's ready. Now Spirit's ready to come give this to you. A lot of victory, success being had. And it's because of the logic. It's because of your clarity. It's because of the way that you think and the way that you're speaking now. The Star, healing, evolution. We just talked about this card. What it is that you prayed for is like God, source, universe, whatever that looks like for you. It's going, baby, it's already on the way. Yes, you can have it. The Moon to the King of Swords. A lot's being surfaced right now. But you can go in between worlds now. The subconscious to the conscious. You can understand it a little bit better. There's a lot that it is that you're working through on a subconscious level. Things that you didn't necessarily understand. That's why you operated that way. And it's made you very intelligent, wise. There's a lot of wisdom showing up here. You see that owl? Connected to spirit too, right? You're extremely intuitive. You see things truthfully. You got the sword of truth behind him. And that's a crow, or it may be a raven. Either way, that's the spirit realm. That represents the spirit realm. Sonar here, okay? This is also you being aware of your surroundings, aware of your environment, like a bat, you know? All right, Source told me to talk to a psychic since 2010, and I've been pushing it off. It could be daunting, because you don't know if you can trust the person that's there, you know? You don't know if this person's just pulling something out of their ass or what. And that's fair. But if you go into it, if you find a reader that is that you want to get a reading from, and you go into it with an open mind and see that not everything that they say may resonate with you, but there may be a message in it somewhere for you. It doesn't matter if they know how to read cards or not, if they know how to read energy or not. Spirit may just be using them as a vessel to give you a message. Does that make sense? Not to receive a reading, or I think to be told how to use my gifts. Okay. Well, yeah. You know why? You want to know why you've been so hesitant of doing that? Because deep down, you're the hermit. You're being the hermit. You know that you don't need validation to tell you how to use your gifts. Deep down, you already really know. You just got to give yourself permission to actually do it. All right, Spirit. I'm going to give you one of these. Best and highest messages here. You just got to give yourself permission. Ancestors. Woo! Got ancestors on this card. Those of y'all just want to see. By the way, I don't even know if you can even still get this deck. It's the limited edition Threads of Fate Oracle. I don't even know if they make prints of this anymore. I got it like 5 years ago. So it's a gift. All right, ancestors. Let's see what this says. Look at these roots. There's something very significant about roots for you. And growth. You may even be a generational curse breaker. A chosen one. Hello. Thought I just saw it. Where's the table of contents at? There it is. All right, ancestors. 89. 8, 9 make a 17, which is an 8. Abundance. Infinite possibilities. All right, it says, this card is encouraging you to deepen your relationship with your ancestors and bring whatever you want guidance on to them. If you have not already done so, making an altar just to your ancestors is a good way to begin. You can ask them what they want as offerings and put pictures if you have them or symbols of them on it as well. It may be a good idea to take a pilgrimage if possible to the places they once lived. If not, learn as much as you can about them and where they come from. You may ask them if there is any healing that you can do for them. It is important to honor our ancestors and where we come from. Do so however you can. This card may also signal a need to tend to our ancestral trauma. We can inherit the suffering of those in our lineage. This is an opportunity for you to remove blocks within yourself, but also to release your ancestors from the trauma as well. It reverberates down our entire lineage, so while we may view it as something that hinders us, try to view it as a way of healing it many more than just yourself. Sometimes we can become reliant on the guidance of others. It is important to remain sovereign and independent when holding counsel. Understand, ooh, confirmation. You hear that bang? Sometimes we can become reliant on the guidance of others. It's important to remain sovereign and independent when holding counsel. Understand that working with your ancestors is different than working with other guides or allies. They will have their own opinions about you and your life. You may need to use discretion. All right, also when it comes to like ancestors, let's talk about like the lineage and like the trauma that's passed down. You have to think about it. Like we're literally like cells through blood and through bone of like things being passed down. Okay, our DNA literally stores 13.5 billion years worth of data in it. So for you not to have like access to memories or traumas or things like that is like, it's actually silly not to think of it in that way. You know, that's the thing. Like there's literally like our DNA holds 13.5 billion years of data. So there's that. And then, if you want to look at it from another sense, these things are passed down from the way that we grow up. It was our programming. It was our family dynamics, you know, just those things that were passed down to us in that sort of way. So you literally experienced it growing up. So there's a heavy message here of ancestors. And I did, you know, I told you about the spirit realm. And there's a dragonfly right there, too. I don't know if you ever saw that movie Dragonfly. So you may have like a Passover loved one who wants to talk to you. I don't do that. I don't be conjuring up spirits. I don't be talking to people's passed over loved ones. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear them in my physical reality. All right, I don't do that. Dragonflies are significant to you. That's interesting. I wish I would have brought that up before because I thought about it, but I was too focused on this raven. All right, Adam, I hope that you found a message that resonates with you. Thank you again for the blessings. Thanks for coming to see me. And yeah, you've built a lot of confidence in yourself and your own empowerment. Keep up with that. You don't need anybody to tell you how to use your spiritual gifts, you know. You just give yourself permission of how you feel, what you know. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me for a time. Oh, dang, y'all. 11.3K likes. Send all that love and light back to you times 10. We had a collective message that I did earlier. That'll be posted to YouTube for replay. If y'all are interested in checking that out. I think the overall message was somebody's trying to come between you and a loved one. They have some sort of shiesty shit. Somebody's got a plan. Come disrupt some sort of connection that you're in or something to do with like a family member that you love. But anyway, y'all be on the lookout for that. I love you, I love you, I love you. Royal Star family. Star seeds. Don't forget to shine your light bright. If you ain't shining your light, or if your light ain't irritate nobody's demons, you ain't doing it right, boo-boo. Turn up the heat. Make them go get their hater shades or look the other way. Be cringe. Until next time, love and light.